Hey, buddy. Hope you all are doing all right. So, as a recovering addict, learning to react to situations that aren't things that I'm to my favor, um, that's been one of the. It's a struggle. It's a very huge struggle that I deal with all. See, the thing. This is why I'm glad recording yourself. Like, there's something talking. The act of talking itself triggers one to identify more with the self, and it separates them from everybody else. So it invokes a sense of egotism that makes us feel, in a sense, more important and powerful than anything else. And it's probably one of the reasons why so many people, and even myself, for so long, have spent so much time doing exactly this. Um, my the difference I will say is that I've only been doing all this to try to get us away from this. Um, and I mean, I've had a lot of venting, but my main, like the intent behind the social media, like the real reason I want to use it for, is to help save and change this world. Is not to develop a life on social media. I remember when social media first came out, I thought it was stupid. Like I wanted nothing to do with it. Um, that was it was like a long time ago. But what I was trying to say here, real quick, was just like as you're going through life and things happen to us that we don't like. Like the best thing that I found for myself to do in these moments is just to keep on loving, whatever that is. Doesn't even have to mean we're all different levels. So it's like, if things are too overwhelming for you, you don't gotta jump into them. You can just things don't always have to be lovey-dovey. Like it's okay to give people space and neutrality, and to not like work on building something positive with people. You can let people do their own thing, and if people end up working together, great. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's something inside of me that wants everybody to get along and to connect all the time. Like it's so powerful that like when things aren't that way, I feel like there's something fundamentally wrong with the situation and myself. So that can cause me to freak out on things that I'm not doing right. Anyway, which can cause me to spiral. And so that's the spiral. That is a thing that can cause the spiral. And for me, that's when, as a drug addict, a lot of times I would go and seek the aid of a drug to try to escape the pain or to deal with the pain that I'm feeling. The pain never goes away. It's just there's no escaping it, but you can numb it. You can subdue it, or you can artificialize it with putting artificial shit in your body or things that slow you down or subdue it. So that's what I've done in the past is my way of dealing with shit that I don't like. So I would just get fucked up and just let people do things that I knew weren't the best or I felt off on. And this has also been a huge issue that I've had is not speaking up when I see things going on that I should be speaking about. Um, and the real issue with that, this is also why like people that say, hey man, just there was a dude a while back who talked about one of the ways that he gets along with people, or that talking. I think it was something in regards to talking to women. His suggestion was that just to say less, and like in doing that, you leave more room for people to make up what they want to make up, and it's manipulative because you're allowing people to wishfully think the character that they want, and they turn that into you. But you're not really being you. So that relationship that you're building with that person that's only with you because of the wishful thinking, that's a fake relationship. That's a relationship based out of wishes, which are foolish. So, and that's what happened in my life is because I don't like the conflict and I don't have a huge ego to where I'm constantly like most men I've found are like driven to dominate every situation all the time, as often as possible. They get off on it. Even chicks do too. It's not just dudes. It's now females are doing it. That's another reason why I'm averted to most females because they act a lot like dudes, and that's just not what I'm attracted to. Anyways, I'm getting off point. I just wanted to come on here real quick, and now it's turned into a longer video. But anyways, and just to say that if you can find that ability within yourself to just continue on in a positive way when you're dealing with something that is very negative, or that you don't like, or that hurts, that is the best way to not only get over the pain and move away from a painful place to a good place, or a healthier place, or a place of well-being, more well-being. But you're also going to transmutate that moment and help yourself grow from the mistake that you made that allowed that pain to be there. So now you turn it into a lesson, like my late father told me. So as much as just some things aren't meant to be, essentially what I did earlier is I tried to reach out and again try to like figure out what the fuck is going on and stand in my truth, but trying to also be positive at the same time with a former friend of mine. And after I sent him a text, I realized it was redundant. Like, I'm trying to get this dude to care about me, but he clearly doesn't care. Otherwise, he would have done something already. Like, this has gone on for years, and they've done nothing. So it's like, instead of me getting all fretted out about and stressed out about these people and the time I spent with them and how, all these things I did for them, and they can't even just leave a positive comment knowing that I'm suicidal, or even just to check in on me or anything like that. Like, nothing. That there's just reason for one to be angry about that, and so it's good. Like, I think it's healthy even to allow that anger to manifest and to give it its place, because then there's like it's done its dance type thing. It's like, okay, I got that out of my system. Now I can truly move on. And if you can do that without having to get angry, good for you. I do have an anger issues, so doing that type of shit can help calm me down, and it lets people know how I really feel, because I'm a pretty intense fucking dude, and this is where people get mixed up and thinking I'm chill and I like to be laid back, but I'm also very intense, and loyalty is a big thing to me. If I've spent a lot of my time, money, and energy helping you guys out when you guys needed help, and you guys can't even send a comment when I'm suicidal, that's just unacceptable for me. It's just like, there's not even anything to talk about. Like, that's the choice that you made, and we're not friends. Like, that's not at all. Not even close. Like, that's so alien to me to treat people like that. And it's a sick time. We're living in some fucked up times. People do fucked up things to people. And as I think about it, I've seen all these people that fucked me over. I've watched them do this shit to other people, and it's like they even then they were still kind of doing it to me, but it wasn't they were still getting something out of me. This is how I really realized who was who. These things happened. Like, the people that the things will appear okay. Like, there'll be a situation going on to where they will take the time to communicate with me and to care about me. So it's like, okay, these people, I thought they cared about me because they're choosing to contact me. They're choosing to take time out of their life and come and interact in my life. So I take that as a sign of care. I was mistaken. They were trying to get something out of me. Because as soon as I stopped giving them what they wanted, they left. And this is two people that don't even know each other, never met each other. They've seen texts of each other, but I met the two of these people completely on different states, different time periods of my life and everything, and they both did the exact same thing as soon as they didn't get what they want. That is, abandoned me. Which tells me that, a friend would never do that. A friend, sure, they might be disappointed, or they would at least try to argue the point. They would at least try to work the problem, but they didn't even do that. As soon as they knew they couldn't get Brian to give them what they wanted as soon as they wanted, they'd fucking dipped. Like, that's exactly what happened. Which tells me that from their standpoint, because that was the main cue in the relationship, was them getting what they want out of Brian. And as soon as Brian stopped giving them what they wanted, there was no need for them to hang around in the relationship. And that's really sad and ugly. That's the truth. So again, it's like even just saying that, like it's taking me, like that's some serious shit. That's why it's like, when people are talking about you, people have no clue what other people have been through. Like if you're around somebody that's talking about maybe doing something to themselves, maybe first see what's going on. Like you have no idea what's happened to that person. Not a fucking clue. Like in this situation with these friends of mine, like this circumstance, I'm the one that gave them a lot. When some of them didn't even give me nothing as far as finances is concerned. And I was also there for them emotionally. And if I wasn't, I would tell them. But I never once neglected them knowing that they were in pain. I'd always at least send a comment or try to do something. But these people didn't even comment, nothing. In fact, one of them even tried to like attack me and tell me I should feel worse about myself because I'm suicidal. That same individual was the one who stole my truck and crashed it through a fucking neighborhood. I mean, and I forgave him. Just like, hey man, we make mistakes, and we just kept it moving. This is where you can be too, and then like, people warn me. They're like, yeah, you're just gonna be friends with them again? And I'm like, yeah, I forgive people. I got I guess, a big heart, which is a beautiful thing. But in this time that we're living in, having that, evil knows that they can use that. Like the more of a gullibility, like goodness, gullibleness, that often is associated together, because when you're of the good, when you have a good connection with goodness, you feel good. And when you're in that good place, you want to trust people because you have such an abundance of good. If you assume people have that same feeling within themselves, and when you have that good abundance of good, you don't want to do bad things. Like you want to trust people. You want to believe in the good of people. You want to be there to help people. This is also why I've said I don't think anybody is happy out here, because if they were, they would have done something. But nobody on here is doing anything, which tells me that inside themselves, they don't have that good abundance. Little bear. So, yeah, man, just try to keep on rolling with that good abundance, everybody. All right, I love y'all. Peace.